Hello viewers, welcome and welcome to any new subscribers. Today we're going to taste testing this energy drink or pre-workout drink. This one's from the brand C4 and today's flavour is Frozen Bombsicle, and this is a zero sugar version. We've taken some shots, some photos which we'll include in the preamble. Just the normal blurb on the can with what they have in there, all the good stuff and things. C4 is the interesting brand because it's got a shrink wrap plastic sleeve on the can. I don't know if I can peel this back a bit, but it's got a little plastic sleeve on there. I don't know if you can see that we've peeled up the corner a little bit. I haven't got any fingernails, it makes it difficult. Let's see if we can pick it up with a ring pull. Well, I don't know, you can see I've peeled that up just a little bit on there. And what happens is little shrink wrap goes over the top of the can and then it melts and it molds to the shape of the bottom of the can and it stops it coming off, and it's got that little grip on there. It feels a little bit like sandpaper. So if the can was moist, you've got a good grip, and that's where the seam is on there. It's a very, very large seam, you could peel it off. I've had a few different flavours from C4. They never seem to disappoint. This one's Frozen Bombsicle. I've got no idea what it is. I'm going to guess it's something like a berry or a blue heaven type of drink. We'll see how we go with that. We've got a standard 500ml glass, and we've got a 1 cubic inch ice cube, which is not very flat on the top, but that's just how it comes out the freezer. It's what we usually use for our tests. And there we go, C4. I'm a bit disappointed that they don't make that midnight cherry flavour. I can't recall what it's called exactly, but it's the cherry flavour. Apparently that's not in production anymore in the can, which is disappointing because that was my favourite. But they do have a lot of other flavours and they're quite interesting. So let's open this one up and see how much pressure we have for the old test. Oh, that was very violent. I got half of it in the ear, a lot of it across the table. Yeah, quite violently. It's probably one of the most violent ones I've had in a while, across the table and in the ear. But there we have it. Sounds like there's a lot of large bubbles popping through the top of this can. Let's see if we've got any aroma from there that we can discern. Very sweet. Smells like pomegranate to me. Or blueberries. Yeah, that's a bit interesting. Might be a combination of berry, as I said, maybe something along the lines of blue heaven. So let's pour this one out. Very, very clear liquid from C4. Frozen Bombsicle. Yeah, that's a clear liquid. You can see my fingers quite clearly through the back of the glass here, moving in the background. You can see a lot of large and small bubbles in there. There's nothing affixing themselves to the bottom of that ice cube, and that's floating virtually all the way under the surface. And let's see if we can pick up any smell from here. It's pretty difficult to pick up. It's got a few different aromas here. And that smells like a bit like blueberry. It reminds me of Ribena, that vitamin C drink. Yeah, let's see if we can pick up anything on the taste. Very strong, overpowering chemical taste. Oh, I've only had just a quarter of a teaspoon there, and it's very, very bitter, very strong. Very, very strong berry taste. I'll just go out on a limb and say it's got some berries in there, blackberry, raspberry, blueberry, something along those lines. Might even have a little touch of apple juice in there. I pick up a little hint, something like a Granny Smith apple, those green, soury apples, which are good for apple pies. But this taste is very overpowering, and it's a chemical taste that you get. Hits your mouth and it instantly becomes bitter and it becomes strong, and then you swallow it and it just stays. This has been about 30 seconds now since my swallow. And even my saliva now still has that very strong, bitter chemical taste to it, but a flavoured chemical taste. If you like that sort of thing, this one might be right up your alley. To me, it's a little bit strong for my liking. I think it should have a bit more flavour in there. The artificial sweetness in there probably has aspartame and saccharin and various other bits and pieces. I think it's just a bit too much for my palate. But as a pre-workout drink, it will probably tick the boxes, the right amount of what you need, creatine and other little bits and pieces like that. But a very serviceable drink. This is not something I would go out my way to buy again, not this flavour, but this line of drinks, the C4, have got some good combinations there. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this one 6, and that's only because I wasn't particularly impressed with it. But then if I did this flavour in another review, again, say in a week's time, I might change my opinion of it. But today, I'm just not very impressed with it, and that's being totally honest. I think it is okay, but it's just very, very strong. I would tend to dilute this and put the same amount of liquid in again if I was going to consume the rest of this can. So basically I'll be doubling my money, because I'd have 500 mils of water and 500 mils of this. You could even tip this into a bit of water and pellet it that way. Some people might like it as it is, but you know, opinions do vary. If you have any comments, good, bad or otherwise, please leave them, and I'm always interested to see them. If you have any suggestions, or if you wish to send me any samples, I'll be more than welcome to accept them, and we'll give you a plug and we'll give them a review, and we'll see how we go from there. I thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next test.